Hello everyone, my name is Sinikle and welcome back to another Higurashi When They Cry. We are entering Arc 6, titled Tsumihoroboshi. So, sit back and enjoy us starting this episode. Good, just jump right on in. Hell yeah. Tsumihoroboshi, the first fall, Atonement Chapter. How is your reasoning towards the truth coming along? The next tragedy is ready for you. Enjoy. This is a humorous story with a tragic struggle at the end. The difficulty is 0. You can just enjoy the clowns milling about. That does not please me. I hope they're joking. Alright. Sure. The first time I would try harder to avoid the inevitable tragedy. The second time I would be disgusted with the inevitable tragedy. The third time I'd discuss, you fucking whore! This is a work of fiction. Well, fine then. Not letting me finish reading that shit. Goddamn game. Gotta be a little slutty whore. What? Off to a great start. The chorus of the Higurashi had replaced that of the cicadas. Their cries came from a distance, echoed loudly, and then faded away. They sounded so weak and fragile. Rena's voice was just like the cries of the Higurashi. She'd say something, but the words would quickly fade away. She sounded so fragile that it made me worry she might vanish into thin air, along with her words. But nobody is pressuring her to continue. Mion dusted off the hood of an abandoned car, and sat down on it, as if to show how relaxed she was. She actually did look very relaxed, as if she came here to enjoy the cool breeze of the evening or something. Satoko followed Mion's example and sat down as well. She didn't look nearly as relaxed, however. I thought about following suit, but it felt rude to look away from Rena even for the short time it would take to look for a place to sit down. So I decided to remain standing. Who are we playing as then? Okay, so are we Keiichi? I think during this arc you play as sometimes Keiichi and sometimes Rena. So if we're not Rena, then we might be Keiichi at this point? I don't know yet. Let's find out. Well, Rika-chan's out, so yeah, I guess we are Keiichi. Rika-chan didn't sit down either. But she wasn't looking at Rena. Everybody else was looking at Rena, but Rika-chan was looking at the red sky. Rika-chan's expression was hard to describe. She looked pale and blank at the same time, as if all of her emotions were gone. Rena wore the same kind of expression. She kept trying to say something, but it seemed like the words were stuck in her throat. Don't I know that feeling? She noticed Rika-chan was looking at the sky, so she decided to look that way as well. Mion did the same. So did I. Satoko looked that way too. And with that, there was silence. It was like we were in a concert hall, filled with the chorus of the Higurashi. A concert hall with the highest roof in the whole world. A refreshingly cool breeze tickled our sweaty bodies. Okay. I could almost make myself believe we came here to enjoy the breeze and the sunset. I could only wish that was what we came here for. The shadows of the birds flying across the sky soared the feeling of our quiet concert. They reminded us that time hadn't stopped. Nobody wanted to pressure Rena. We didn't want time to pressure her either. We wanted to keep the cool red sky as long as we could, so Rena could calm down and talk. Right then, I heard a sound, and it brought us all back to reality. The hood Mion was sitting on had made a noise when she moved to cross her legs. I don't know whether Mion made the noise on purpose or not, but it reminded us that time had been passing by. The noise took our attention away from the sky and back to the ground. Such a tasteless noise seemed to have urged Rena to speak. Rena heaved a small sigh, nodded as if she understood something, and looked at us like she always did.
話す前に、一個だけ言いたいことがあるの。
Okay. She was probably saying it to everybody, but since I'm standing in the middle, with her looking at me, I nodded to her to represent our agreement.
レナは正しい努力をしたと思ってる。
By the way, you might be wondering why I'm using the remake character sprites and not the console like I have been leading up until this arc. That is because I actually really do like the remake versions, and if you haven't checked and noticed, I'm actually doing Umineko right now, and their character sprites are kind of like this remakes version, so I kind of like it. I like the art style a little bit. It's leaning on me now, so that's why I went with it. Anyway, sorry. Her voice wasn't hoarse anymore. She sounded just like she always did.
人って幸せになるためにどれだけの努力が許されるのかな。
It sounded like a question, but nobody answered.
だからね、私みーちゃんの部活って好きなの。ほら、優勝のためには何でもしようって考え方、そういうのって素敵だと思う。
Okay, what's the point and where is this leading to?
だって世の中が綺麗事で縛られてて、やっていい努力がわずかだけに決められていたら、幸せじゃない人たちはますます幸せを勝ち取れなくなっちゃうじゃない？
Right.
不幸ってね、連鎖するものだと思うの。一度続き始めるとなかなか抜け出せない。そこから抜け出すには運とか人の助けとか、そういう他力本願なものだけじゃ到底足りない。自分でももっともっと努力しないといけないと思うの。それも本当の本当に精一杯。そこまでしてやっとつかめるのが幸せってものじゃないかなって。
Rena stopped talking, looked up, heaved a sigh, and opened her mouth again.
でも、だからってみんなにもそれを受け入れてもらおうなんて甘えるつもりもないかな。だって本当に汚らしいもの。みんなだってついさっき呆然としたでしょ。それはつまりそういうことだよね。
I've never seen her smile so self-derisively before. That smile looked unbelievably painful. I could really feel how huge the distance between us was. There's nothing physically there, but I felt as if she's talking to us through iron bars or a chain link fence. That's how great the distance between us was.
でもそれでもいいよ。仕方ないもんね。そういう風にできてる世の中だもん。多分私が逆の立場でいられたなら、同じように唖然として無責任で無慈悲な同情を浮かべていたに違いないもの。
She probably said that to hit back at us. Sorry. We're just putting on a mask of sympathy, enjoying the spectacle of a clown on a stage. That's why she said that. She probably expected us to say something in return, but none of us knew what to say. Rena looked disappointed for a moment, then turned and clambered on top. Clambered? Yeah. Clambered on top of an abandoned car. Oh. Then she spread her arms out and gave a little twirl, letting her skirt billow up before she grabbed both ends and gave us a graceful curtsy.
じゃあ、始めるよ。竜宮レナの一世一代の頑張り物語を。
I think my mouse is double clicking accidentally. That's not good. Because I only clicked once and yet the whole thing popped up. That's weird. So, that's not good. I don't like it when my mouse does that. I've only had this mouse for like a month. What the fuck? There was no curtain, or spotlight. She was atop an abandoned car amidst the trash piles, a stage specially made for her. We tried not to miss a word of what she was about to say. We believed that was the least we could do, to not hurt her feelings. Chapter 6. Tsumihoroboshi. Alrighty. Are we getting the opening already? Isn't this a little early? Wow, that was a quick prologue. Not even a prologue. I don't know. What am I talking about? Oh, I love this intro, man. Hell yeah, that was a good intro. I like that. Let's say it's a winter month like December right now. What would you do if, all of a sudden, you had a week of hot and humid days with crying cicadas? Would you still wear your coat and scarf? Absolutely not, right? Even though it's still June, it's already summer to us, since we've been having hot days for so long. So it's totally okay to do this kind of club activity in June. The fuck? I think my cat's doing something crazy again. Oh my god. At my school, everybody usually does what they want in PE class. But today would be an exception. All my classmates were gathered in the schoolyard. Mion looked over everybody gathered there, then spoke up loudly. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, the character sprites. I was not expecting this. Why is there so much like emphasis on the I mean, come on. Who made these sprites? It just says remake. I think the remake is the PlayStation 3 version. Whoever drew these, and like, yeah, like, I can tell you have an obsession with boobs. Because fucking Christ. Come on. Oh my god. Alright, anyway. Ah, my ear. Ugh. It's not loud for all of you because I adjust the volume, but that was loud for me. Ow. They all raised the water guns in their hands. Oh my god, we're about to go to war, aren't we? Oh my god, no. It's okay to use water. It's okay to use water guns in June because it's been so hot and humid. All my classmates were joining in, so it's gonna be a big water gun battle. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Okay, what? Oh my gosh, she looks evil. Satoko, what the fuck happened to you? You look so evil. Why do you have red eyes? Does she always have red eyes? Oh my god. Wait, no, I'm doing this for science. Does she always have red eyes? Oh my god, they're so like actual red. Whoops, wrong one. Oh my god. The color difference, man, damn. Like blood red. Jesus. Okay, enough of okay, I'm done. Oh my lord. So purple! Rika, you're so cute. Oh my god. Little sister. God damn it.
まあそういうこと。部活メンバー諸君は部活に負けたりしちゃうと大変なペナルティが待ってるからね。
Of course, the punishment games and shit. Okay, great. Fantastic.
せいぜいしっかり戦うこと。
Come on, Keiichi. Don't lose. Please.
よしよし。もう生徒諸君。武器点検は十分か。弾装は満タンか。
Oh my god, it's these two. And why are again, science. Oh my god, they're exactly the same. Oh god, lazy assholes. Alright. Wow.
銃撃戦は僕たちの最も得意とするところですからね。
富田たちはよく水鉄砲で遊んでますから、かなり
Look at
強
the
敵かもなのですよ。
look at the difference between the two art styles. Like, whoa, my god. One's got a normal head, one's got a big old circleized, oval-shaped fucking melon head. Like, what the fuck? No disrespect. I'm just saying that. Oh my god, it's so vast. The art difference is like fucking Earth to the moon. It's like, wow. Anyway. Oh my god, I'm cracking myself up. Remember, it's important to make yourself laugh sometimes. Tomoto-kun and Akuma-kun smiled confidently, holding their guns in a practiced manner. Their skills must give them confidence. They even looked different.
ミオンは言うに及ばず、サトコもリカちゃんもかなり強敵になりそうだぜ。レナはどうだ？ちょこまか動いて、いいの一番にやられないように頑張れよ。そういえば、最近のレナは罰ゲーム常連だな。はあ、
最近不得意なゲームが多かったから。でもケイチ君も最近私と同じで罰ゲームが多いと思うかな。
Don't turn this around on me.
罰ゲームの格好のまま帰宅して、さあ脱ごうとしたところでお袋に見つかった俺の哀愁などわかるものか。
Excuse me. You had to wear a bra. And my mom saw me in it right before I was about to take it off. Oh my god, you must be... Oh god. If that was my son and I found him wearing a bra, I would disown him. I don't care if it was forced upon him by a punishment game by his friends. I would disown that son of a bitch.
私だって先週のはひどいよ。普通の女の子ならお嫁に行けなくなっちゃうよ。
Satoko laughed at us loudly while we were shuddering at the memory of the cruel punishments we suffered in the past.
覇気や運気にも偏りというのがございましてよ。その意味から言えば、ここしばらくのレナさんやケイイチさんはいわゆる負け組というやつでございますわね。
確かに負け癖ってやつはあるね。闘志ってやつは負けが続くとくじけてくる。絶対勝てるという信念が砕けると全く同じことをやっても裏目裏目に出るもんだからね。
てめえら、たまたま俺とレナがちょいと罰ゲームを哀れに思って引き受けてやってたのを感謝もせずにその言い草か。
Right.
あら、そうでしたの。それは感謝の気持ちが足りず申し訳ないことでございましたよ。
I'm gonna turn down the music just a bit.
うわー！サトコてめえ！そのセリフは俺の怒りに火をつけたぜ。後悔させてやる。
その意気だよ、ケイちゃん。まあせいぜいあがいておじさんを楽しませてちょうだいよね。レナも頑張って。あうあう言ってる間にクラスで一番最初に脱落したらさすがに恥ずかしいからね。でもその可能性も高いかな。
一番最初に脱落するのがレナさんだと思いましてよ。どんな目に遭うか今からお覚悟なさいませな。ひどいよ。みーちゃんもさとこちゃんもレナもケイイチもファイトおーですよ。
Mion and Satoko laughed at us as loud as they could, then moved on to tease their next target. Left alone, all I could do was stomp on the floor in anger.
くそー、絶対負けねえ。あそこまで言われたら負けられねえぜ。
そうだね。あそこまで言われると悔しいよね。
っていうか悔しいどころじゃねえぞ。プライドの問題だぞ。くそ。
みーちゃんの言うように負け癖ってやっぱりあるかもしれないよね。だから今日は絶対に勝ってみんなを見返してやろう。
Rena's eyes looked different. She's usually a funny and weird person, but I know she has the determination. I can read words. Determination to do what she needs to do. When Rena looks like this, she can be a tough opponent. Perfect.
今日は私も部活の規則にのっとり手加減なしでいく。
おお、なんだかかっこいいこと言うじゃねえの。まるで普段の自分はわざと手を抜いているって言わんばかりだぜ。
Rena smiled. Or maybe you could have called it a wicked grin. She was serious. She was serious about what she said. I could tell that from her expression alone. Among all the club members, Rena is easily the most sensible one. The rule of our club is that we can do anything in order to win, but she's the only one who has moral qualms in doing it. That's why we rarely have a hard time against her, except for when she snaps. It's rare to hear her say that she won't go easy.
ちっくしょー、そんな笑い方されたら俺も超本気で行くしかねえじゃねえかよ。
いつも本気で戦うのが部活だけど、それでもやっぱりそれ以上に本気じゃないといけない時ってあるよね。今日は多分それだね。
だな。
We pounded our fists together. I can read word, yeah. Usually when we really don't want to lose the game, one asks the other to work together. But Rena didn't ask this time, which meant that she was going to try to defeat everybody by herself. No, not try. She was going to do it by herself. Rena looked really cool at that moment, but I wasn't scared. If she was seriously going to do it, I'd have to be serious and do it too. My fighting spirit had been dented after many losses, but it had begun to burn hot once more.
ケイイチ君もなかなかいい顔してるね。
Oh, thank you.
怖いな。全員と一人で戦っても勝てるつもりでいる顔だね。
レナだってそのつもりだろう。
じゃあぶつかるのは最後だね。
互いにクラス全員を全滅させたら最後にはそうなるな。
最後の戦いの時、そこにいるのがケイイチ君なのを期待してるね。
おう。
We pounded our fists together again.
当選規定はちゃんと覚えてるね。被弾時の申請だけは正直にね。被弾した人は撃っちゃダメだよ。仮に当てても無効ね。
ミオン、被弾の定義を再確認したいぜ。
水鉄砲で撃たれたら被弾。ひねくれたケイちゃんのためにさらに補足するなら、
Oh, ha ha.
水鉄砲というこの容器から出た水が最初に触れたものが標的であった時、被弾とするわけ。つまり水鉄砲を経由した水をバケツに溜めてぶっかけても無効ってわけ。
直接攻撃以外は有効じゃないってことだね。さとこちゃんの脅威が少し薄らいだかな。トラップにもいろいろございましたよ。レナさんなんか一番最初に餌食にして差し上げましたよ。それは無理。私を仕留めようとしたらさとこちゃんじゃまだまだ役不足だね。
Oh, shit.
なんですって
ほほほ、レナが売り言葉とはね。こりゃあ面白くなりそうだよ。ねえケイちゃん、
大して面白くねえと思うぞ。俺かレナかどっちにやられたいかを選ばされるだけなんだからな。
ケイイチもやる気満々なのです。
Mion seemed to sense the fighting spirit in me and Rena. I could tell that she's as serious as we are, just from the way she looks.
よっしゃ、いい面構えだよ。気に入った。じゃあ始めるよ。全員3回、くじで決められた場所に移動してね。
Everybody had to draw lots to pick a place to start the game from. It wouldn't be fun if everybody got close together at the beginning of the game. By the way, my starting position was behind the school building. When I drew this starting position, I thought about hiding until there were only a few people left like I did in our last game of tag. But a defensive tactic like that wasn't interesting to me anymore. I hadn't been this excited in a long time. My legs were shaking with the excitement. It was my first time experiencing that kind of feeling. The thrill. I could hear Mion's countdown from some distance away.
3、2、1。
A single shot of a toy pistol echoed. With that sound, I was already running around the building. There had to be some underclassmen nearby. I'd usually assume that somebody else would take care of them, but this time was different. Ooh, I like the effects, although it's starting to hurt my eyes. Ah! They stood frozen in fear as I ran towards them, screaming at the top of my voice. They took a moment to quickly decide whether to fight or to run away. And in that moment I shot one after another.
悪いな。俺の隣が当たった時点で運がなかったと思ってくれ。
True. I felt bad for them because they lost the game so quickly, so I rubbed their heads to cheer them up, and then took their water guns. Yes, that was the key factor in this game. You can't put very much water in a water gun. With 10 people around you in a gun battle, the water would be gone in a minute. I abandoned the gun I used to shoot them, held one of their guns in each hand, and scoped out the schoolyard. Scoped out, sorry. Just like I expected, there was an intense battle happening there. In the short time it took me to take care of the area behind the school building, it seems like most of my classmates were already shot. I wasn't surprised though. I kind of knew it would happen. You need to have a high skill to fight in an open schoolyard, especially when most of the club members were there. It must have been like a battle of elephants and ants. That's quite a difference there. Wait, what? Mion was holding a different water gun from the one she had when the game started. She was now holding one that looked like a huge machine gun. Oh, fantastic. It sounded like a real one too, what the fuck? Excuse me? Are those real bullets? Oh my god. What a sneaky way to suddenly, create a massacre. Its range sorry, I had to clear my throat. Its range capability, its pump action shooting, and the amount of water it can hold were way beyond comparison. There were no restrictions on what kind of water guns we could use today. As long as it's a water gun, we were allowed to use any kind. God damn it. Most of us have a normal pistol-style water gun from a local toy store or something similar. I would have bought a bigger one like Mion's if they'd had one. But they weren't in stock, and I'd have to order it in. In other words, Mion ordered hers a long time ago, just for today. She's always well prepared when it comes to winning. She must have thought that we wouldn't allow her to use the big water gun if she showed it off before the game started. So she must have hidden it somewhere. You cheeky bitch. It looks like most of our classmates were shot right after the game started. Only a few were still alive, trying to survive as long as they could by using the heavy construction equipment as a shield. Mion mercilessly shot at them from various angles to make them come out from behind the shield. Tomato-kun and Akurama-kun were trying their best to resist her attack from behind their shield. It looked like they had no chance against her, but that actually wasn't true. After all, the two of them were only still alive because of all their experience in water gun battles. They survived the first few minutes of her assault, even though 99% of their classmates didn't, and they were still surviving at that very moment. Mion, however, is also a battle-hardened soldier. She used the advantage of her big water tank and gradually but certainly drove them into a corner. It was only a matter of time until she broke them down.
ダメだ。あのマシンガンはずるいよ。委員長の水が少なくなるまでなんとかしのごう。今は手も足も出ないよ。
They tried to hold out against her, but all they could do for now was to keep running behind cover as Mion crept closer and closer to them. They wanted to use their 2-against-1 advantage, but it seemed like they wouldn't even get that chance. If they tried attacking recklessly, one of them might get shot, and then the other would have no chance of winning. So they grew more cautious, placing their bets on their final chance, but that caused their offense to wane. Of course, Mion saw through their plan. She was purposely provoking them so that they'd lose their patience and start attacking her recklessly. Mion circled around the construction equipment, and now she was standing with her back towards me. If I went up against her machine gun fair and square, I wouldn't stand a chance. So attacking from behind would be the only way for me to defeat her. Even though she was in a defenseless position, there was some distance between us. I was still too far away. But it would still be better to attack her now than to take her take her head on. Don't hesitate, Keiichi. You won't have this chance again. I stepped out from my hidden place and ran as fast as I could towards her with the 2 water guns in my hands. Instead of approaching slowly and silently, I screamed at the top of my lungs. Mion seemed a little shocked by my surprise attack, but she immediately pulled herself together. She knew the advantages of her weapon. But she didn't shoot me just yet. She held back, luring me closer. Mion was well aware of how much water she had left. If she had the same kind of water gun as me, we would have had the same range capability. So it would have been down to our technique to decide the winner. If she was fighting against one of her underclassmen, she could have defeated them easily. Mion immediately calculated her chance of winning against me and figured out that her only chance was to use the advantage of her water gun. She saw the eye of the tiger in me and recalculated her chances of winning in a split second. The eye of the tiger. Really, I can only admire how fast she does those things. I ran at top speed to shorten the distance between us. Our strength should have been equal. I had 2 water guns with full tanks, and she had a machine gun with a half-empty tank. We both waited for the perfect moment.
今日のケイちゃんの気迫には敬意を表するよ。今日のあんたには正面からぶつかり合って互角以上の勝率を弾き出せる自信がない。
残念だぜミオン。勝率の弾き方も鈍ったな。
This is actually pretty cool. I like this.
今日の俺に正面からぶつかり合ったら互角どころじゃない。てめえの負けだ。
The moment we stepped within range, Mion and I pulled our triggers at the same time. Mion set her sight squarely on me while I was trying to shoot and run at the same time. Her shot would obviously be more accurate than mine. Okay, I don't know why this is happening. My shot of water flew towards nowhere. Mion didn't even need to duck. But Mion's shot made a beautiful arc straight towards my chest. I could see the line of water coming straight at me, but I was too unstable to dodge. Mion had no doubt that she got me. Why is she even... Okay, you know what? Forget about it.
やっぱり残念だぜミオン。
Oh.
今日のミオンのコンピュータは一手読みが足りないぜ。
ほざくな。その体勢からかわす術はない。水の弾丸で撃ち抜かれろ。そしてどうして私の背後を沈黙して奪わず叫びながら襲う具を犯したかを呪うがいいよ。
Can I just say, how are they having this conversation while the water is traversing towards his chest? It's not like time actually fucking froze and they're having this fucking conversation. It's not like they have the actual ability to freeze time. What the fuck is this bullshit? Oh my god. You're really disappointing me today, Mion. You could have figured it out if you just spent one more second to think. You could have figured out the reason why I didn't creep up on ya, but screamed as loud as I could instead. Mion noticed my surprise attack and turned around to face me. In other words, she turned her back on the opponents she was fighting earlier. Those opponents heard my scream and saw that she had turned her back on them. Oh. Mion noticed her back was wet and cold. She finally understood that the underclassmen she was attacking just earlier had shown their fangs and attacked her from behind. I blocked her water shot with my arm, right before it hit my chest. The line of water was broken into droplets and splattered away.
そうだったか。
Oh my god. Bonkai!
男者の攻撃は被弾しても
Fuck, I'm bleaching this shit. What the fuck is this shit? Oh my god.
そいつに気づくのだいぶ遅かったぜ。伏せろ、ミオン。
Mion squatted down and covered her head. Now it was me versus Tamato-kun and Akamaru-kun. Their reflexes weren't so bad. They knew well that I'd be their next target after Mion was gone. They didn't feel sorry at all for attacking me right after I just saved them from their predicament. I can respect the cruelty and how quickly they shifted gears. They may one day be able to join our club if they keep refining their sense and skill.
次は前原さんだ。このまま撃ち殺すんだ。こっちは2人だもんね。負けるわけがない。
They were, however, one step behind me. It was already too late. For them, Mion was their first target and I was next. But I was different. My first target was them from the start. I didn't even see Mion as my target to begin with, because I knew they'd take care of her. I was pointing my guns at them long before they moved their sights from Mion to me. It seemed like they noticed at the last moment that both of my guns had been pointing at them from the beginning, which meant it was already too late for them. Squirt, squirt. Pull the trigger. I jumped over Mion, rolled on the ground, and landed on my feet. I looked as elegant as an athlete who had just finished a perfect performance. I had a gun in each of my hands, and with those guns I shot them each in the middle of their chests.
早すぎる。
Yes, I am the Flash.
僕たちが2人がかりで負けるなんて。
Tamato-kun and Akamaru-kun fell to their knees in disappointment.
ケイちゃんがこれだけのことをやってのけるなんて私も鈍ったってことかな。
Yeah, you can keep your excuses. Mion wiped the dirt off her knees, looking frustrated.
別にミオンは鈍っちゃいなかったろ。
じゃあなんでおじさんが負けたわけよ。
そんなの決まってるじゃねえか。
I twirled my guns on the tips of my fingers. Oh, give me a fucking break.
たまには勝たねえと格好がつかねえからだよ。
Oh my god, you're the biggest dork in this world. Even more than me. There were only a few people left alive. Rena, Satoko, and myself. Rena and Satoko were fighting fiercely. Were they evenly matched? No, Satoko was pushing her hard. Moving fast. She was driving Rena into a corner. Rena was usually gentle and slow, but today she was different. She was very serious today, and yet Satoko was still overwhelming her. She's a tough customer even without her tricky traps.
最初の異性はどこへ行ってしまいましたのかしら。いい動きをするね。私も負けられないよ。
Satoko kept moving around, pulling on pressure in order to pin Rena down. She kept shooting. so her tank must have almost been empty, but her shots were still sharp and fast. I noticed a bucket near her feet, which was full of mitty water guns. I understood, seeing that she had been taking water guns from others who were already out of the game. In this battle, reloading bullets, aka water, was more crucial than the actual shooting. The hole that you put the water into those guns is rather small. To put water through it from a faucet takes time and requires requires a certain amount of skill. In a battle like this, it would almost be suicidal. I understood that well, so I'd been taking guns from the people I had defeated, but I could only hold one in each hand. Satoko used a bucket to overcome the limit. Rena looked like she had only one water gun. I'd assumed she had two earlier, but she must have used a lot of water during her long battle with Satoko. It looked like she was trying to save her water from the right moment, but with Satoko's fierce attacks, it was obvious that it was only a matter of time before Rena was driven into a corner. However, Rena is also quite skilled. She only pretended to be driven into a corner, but she was actually luring Satoko to a place where she'd have the advantage. There was a narrow twisting path near the gymnasium, where a house behind the school building. With Rena's water levels running low, she'd want to turn things around with a single close-range shot. That narrow path was a perfect place for her to do that.
あれあれ、攻撃の手が鈍ってきたね。疲れてきた？お気遣いは嬉しいですけど、まだまだでしてよ。それよりそちらのお水は大丈夫ですの？さっきから全然打ち返してきませんわよ。ひょっとしてもう玉切れじゃございませんの？そうだと思うならお顔を出してみたらどう？遠慮いたしましてよ。最後の一発を温存しているのは分かっていますわ。一発あれば十分だよ。体操服を濡らした気の毒だからね。額を打ってあげるね。まさかレナさんとこんなにもスリリングなやりとりができるなんて思いませんでしたわ。でも最後の一発分の水量では大して勢いもないでしょうから、射程もほとんどないんじゃありません？
Satoko was right about that. Rena had just enough water to make one last shot. As the amount of water left in the tank dwindles, the range of shots you can make shortens. That makes the last shot the shortest and weakest of them all. Regardless of her her absolutely disadvantaged situation, Rena didn't look frustrated. I could tell she had no intention to lose. It was almost like she didn't even see Satoko as a threat.
うまい位置に逃げ込みましたわね。私もさすがに慎重にならざるを得ませんわ。
Satoko seemed to understand how dangerous Rena's last shot was going to be better than I did, since she was the one actually fighting against her.
私、将棋はあまりやらないんですけれど、こういうのを詰将棋って言うんでございましょうね。
Satoko took out another gun with a full tank and shortened the distance between them slowly and carefully. A gun with a full tank doesn't only have a long range, but it also has enough power to make shots more accurate. If they shot each other in a frontal attack, Satoko would have a 99% chance to win. Even so, Satoko was still afraid of Rena's last shots. Satoko shortened the distance even further, smiling as if unafraid. But I could tell she was actually full of fear. Satoko compared the situation to chess earlier, but it wasn't exactly the same. In chess, you can use some pieces to drive the opponent's king into a corner, but in this case, there were only Rena and Satoko. You can lose some of your pieces in order to achieve a win, but Satoko doesn't have any pieces other than herself. A king can't drive the other king into a corner alone. That's called a stalemate. That's why, while at first glance, It looks like Satoko has the absolute advantage. They're actually on equal footing.
さあ参りますわよ。このままチャイムを待つなんて私たちらしくありませんわ。そうだね。勝負しよう。
That's strange, I thought. Rena wouldn't have to move just on a dare from Satoko. What kind of plan did she have? Rena had been hiding behind the cover for a while, but she came out without hesitation. I noticed something right away. Rena had a different gun. Satoko seemed to notice it as well.
ここには弾切れになったら逃げ込もうと考えててね。あらかじめ一丁拾って隠してあったの。
Smart little cookie, nice. Damn, she's good. In using a trap at the last moment for a come-from-behind victory, it was as though she was taking Satoko's best skill from her and firing it right back. Satoko no longer had any advantages now that both of them were pointing their guns at each other with full tanks. But she still looked confident. What was going on? Did she have some kind of plan too?
その一丁は私にとっても大切な一丁でしたのよ。
Oh.
どうしてかな。だってその一丁がなかったらレナさんはさっきの銃のまま一撃逆転を狙い続けてこうして私の前に姿を現したりしませんもの。
At that moment, lightning ran through my brain and I instantly understood the situation. Of course, Rena was in a disadvantaged situation earlier. Was in a... Yeah, I said that right? I don't know. But it was actually the same for Satoko, since she didn't have a chance to make her shot while Rena was in hiding. Rena had remained cautious in order to hit with her last shot, and that made it difficult for Satoko to attack her. However, what if Rena didn't need to take the last shot for a come-from-behind victory? No, I said it wrong. What if Rena got a new gun with a full tank? She'd stop hiding and come out to fight against Satoko.
つまりレナさんがここを目指しながら逃げてその銃を拾うことは最初から読んでいましたってことですのよ。
I mean, that doesn't really change anything, I guess. Let Satoko talk crap, Rena. You don't have to listen to her. Just shoot her right now. Rena thought the same thing. She shot at Satoko without any hesitation. Oh no, it's a broken gun. But she frowned in confusion a moment after. What was going on? She couldn't shoot? What was it? Was her water gun broken? Or did somebody break it?
水鉄砲なんてちょっと砂粒を入れて空打ちすればすぐに詰まっちゃうんですのよ。
God damn it.
私が切り札をここに一丁持ってることを先に読んで細工したってわけだね。私いつも言ってましたよ。トラップは最後の最後でほんの一つささやかに。これが究極の美徳でございましたよ。
When it comes to traps, Satoko remained a notch above Rena after all. I couldn't believe Satoko figured out Rena's plan in advance and set the trap to counter it. Rena, you made a big mistake. You should have kept the old gun with you. You could have at least made that last shot. But it was too late for you to pick it up again. Yeah. Rena was in a worse situation than she was before. She couldn't even take another shot.
さて観念なさいませ。さっきレナさんは私の額を撃つとか言われましたわね。私が逆に額を撃って差し上げましたよ。
Not the forehead. Satoko slowly narrowed her distance again and pointed the muzzle at Rena's forehead. Rude. Rena still didn't look like she'd given up. She still thought the game was undecided.
さとこちゃんもまだまだ甘いね。なんですって？
Ouch.
トラップで相手を仕留めたならね、さとこちゃんが余裕を見せるのは勝者の権利だと思う。だけどね、今のさとこちゃんは 私を絡め取っただけで仕留めたわけじゃない。余裕を見せるのはまだまだ早い段階だとは思わない？何を言い出すかと思えば、今から仕留めるから同じことですわ。
It's moving a little fast, isn't it? The voices are finishing a lot faster than the text. Text speed, there we go. Alright.
私が逆の立場なら脳書きなんか言わずにさっさと撃つ。じゃないと負けるから。負ける？誰が？あら、その壊れた水鉄砲でどうやって戦うおつもりで？
I'm going to increase it just a tiny bit. I know this is annoying, I'm sorry. There we go. Alright.
被弾の定義覚えてる？水鉄砲というこの容器から出た水が最初に触れたものが標的であったとき、被弾とする。は？それが一体何だって言うんですの？
When I heard her saying that, I started running. My target was Rena. Satoko was already dead to me. Why? She was going to be shot by Rena within a second.
レナさんが何を言ってるのか私さっぱりでしたよ。その壊れた水鉄砲で何ができるおつもりだか。水鉄砲の中に水があれば戦えるんだよ。わかんないかな？
Rena raised her broken water gun up high and smashed its handle on the wall of the school building as hard as she could. The plastic broke easily, and water flowed out of it.
水鉄砲から出た水が当たればいいんだよ。
That's right.
水鉄砲のどこから出たかは問題にしてない。
Rena was right. She just saved herself by thinking it through. If she was using a real gun, bullets would only come out from one end of the gun. But this was a water gun. She could make her bullets, water in this case, come out from any place, not just the barrel of the gun. Satoko finally realized that she was standing defensively. No, I was actually saying it the first. Oh my god, I'm such a boob. Oh my god. Defensively in front of Rena. Oh my god. This is why I probably shouldn't record during the late at night. Oh well. Satoko's trap was successful, but she overestimated its effects. She should have just shot Rena without hesitation before Rena noticed her new water gun was jammed. She was going to fail because she had grown overconfident of her victory. A second before Satoko pulled the trigger, Rena swung her water gun as if slashing Satoko with a sword. Whoosh! Sling! Satoko fired her bullets, but it was too late. A second before Rena would be shot down, a blade of water hit Satoko in the face. Ouch. No, not hit. It cut her face open. Oh my god.
まだまだ爪が甘かったね。
No, why do you have to be so drastic like that, man? Damn.
この私が
Get out of here, Satoko. You're out of the game. Rena ran toward Satoko, who was standing still in shock, and took her water gun. Rena knew I was her last target, and that I was running towards her. Rena, using her superior mobility, began to duck and weave. We were evenly matched. Neither of us neglected to make any effort possible to take advantage of the situation.
最後には一騎打ちになると思ってたよ。やっぱりこうでなくっちゃね。
見直したぜ。とんでもない根性を見せてくれるじゃないか。
見直したより惚れ直したの方が嬉しいかな。
負けてくれたらそれでもいいぜ。
Wait, what? What did she say? Oh, fuck. Damn, Rena, fuck. All right. I didn't know she was that out forward. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
ごめんだね。
We circled around the construction equipment, trying to take shots at each other. We were both sweating like crazy, but I didn't feel tired. Big drops of sweat tickled as they ran down my body. Rapid burst of water flew across both of our paths. Neither of us had the advantage or disadvantage. I didn't feel elated that I might win or frustrated that I might lose. I was just enjoying this battle with Rena. It was like a dance that I couldn't dance alone, a dance that I could only dance with an opponent.
本気のレナはやっぱり冴えるね。見てるだけで震えがくるよ。
そのレナさんと互角に渡り合うなんてケイイチさんもやりますわね。どちらが勝つか全然予想がつきませんです。
In fact, none of the observers could tell who was going to win. Neither could we. We had no idea who was going to win. We had no idea when this battle would end. I didn't know why, but it was great fun just to fight against Rena, and I didn't even care whether I won or lost. Holy fuck. In fact, I never even wanted it to end. As we fired at each other, both of our tanks emptied, shortening our range. Inevitably, it became more and more like a melee than a gun battle. We fired our water guns as if trying to cut each other with blades of water, swinging the gun like a sword. We both came up with the idea to swing the gun hard to generate... shit, how do I pronounce that again? Centrifugal force? I butchered it so hard. In order to increase the range of our attacks. I dived to duck her shot, I rolled on the ground and landed on my feet. I ducked her shot again, and swung my gun like a sword. You've already said you've been doing that. Okay, this is going on a little bit far long enough. Okay, can we end this, please? Oh my god. This whole fucking episode is just this gun battle shit. Who could have imagined that our club's water gun battle would turn into a one-on-one close combat like this? Absolutely nobody! Right.
ああ、やっぱりレナもそう思うか。
じゃあケイイチ君もそう思うんだ。
We're both breathing hard, calculating the timing needed to take a closer step. And then we both grinned wickedly at each other.
やり合うのが楽しくてならねえぜ。決着がつくことすら興ざめするくらいにな。
負けても恨まないでね。
ああ、恨まない。この勝負を終わらせた自分の不甲斐なさを恨んでやるぜ。だがそいつを恨むのはどうやらレナの方になりそうだな。
どうかな。ケイイチ君、足が藁だよ。
Wow, okay.
くそったれー。おりゃー。
すごい。なんだかものすごくかっこいい。前原さん、頑張れー。龍河さん、しっかりー。
I became relaxed enough to enjoy the battle, and finally realized that many of our classmates were watching our one-on-one fights. I barely had any water left. I would have to make the next shot count, or I was done for. It seemed like Rena was in the same situation too.
泣いても笑っても次で終わりだな。水が有限なのが惜しいぜ。
限りがあるから美しい。花も一緒だよ。
なるほどな。そういう見方もあるか。
本当に楽しかった。でもこれで終わりだね。
だな。 無粋かもしれんが勝って決着させてもらうぜ。
上等だよケイイチ君。
負けて泣くなよ。
勝負。
乗ったー。うわ
どっちが勝ったんですの？
The cries of the cicadas echoed in a quiet schoolyard. They sounded like the hand of a watch ticking away the seconds. Neither one of us moved. We took our final shots and now stood motionless. It looked like one of those duels in Western movies.
どっちが先に？わかんない。全然見えなかった。
Our classmates broke the silence first. They finally realized that our intensely beautiful one-on-one battle was over.
委員長、判定は？
Nah, draw! Mion in turn realized that she had to deliver a verdict to end the game. But she was just as stunned as the others, and it took her a moment to recover. Mion was taking time to render her verdict. In fact, Rena and I didn't know who won either. My last shot flew fast and splashed sideways as if a blade had cut her chest. I knew that for sure, but at the same moment Rena's shot hit me in the shoulder. Whoever shot the other first wins, but we didn't know if it was me or her. That's why we stood motionless, waiting for the verdict to be delivered.
リカには見えまして？僕にだってわかるわけないのです。
委員長、どっちの勝ちなの？
Everybody held their breath, waiting for Mion to call it. Rena and I kept staring at each other. The spectators were the only ones who were interested in who the winner was. To us, it wasn't that important. We had a great battle. We had both really wanted to do better than the other. We both wanted to call it a tie. For this great battle, settling for a tie would be for the best and most proper option. In other words, this one-on-one fight wasn't a battle to decide the winner. It seems like everybody is thinking the same way.
ミー？判定が出ないと二人とも動けませんです。
Mion hates to settle for a tie because she loves to draw a line between superiors and inferiors. She tends to settle for a tie when deciding who's the loser because it's more fun to have as many people as possible suffer the punishment. But she's never settled for a tie between winners before. Mion holds a special feeling towards the meaning of being number one. Everybody continued holding their breath, awaiting her verdict. Please make it a tie. Everybody wished for that in their hearts. Mion was hesitating to make the decision. She could have chosen a winner more easily if one of us did even a little better than the other. But even if one of us did a little better than the other, I feel like nothing fits better than settling for a tie.
今日の二人は見事だったよ。
Okay. Mion finally started speaking.
ケイちゃんもレナもここしばらくの連敗に発奮し最高の力を発揮してくれた。その瞬発力は評価の肯定の段階を超えてもはや美しいと呼べるまでに昇華されてたよ。私は二人の最高の戦いぶりに評価を惜しめない。
じゃあ決着はどうなるんですの？
快速の精神から1位を2人に認定するのは好ましくない。でも2人にはわずかの優劣もなくどちらを膠着させるかの判断もとてもつかない。よって本日の戦いを預かり勝負とし後日改めて決着をつけることといたしたい。
No! I expected she might settle for a tie, but I never thought she'd make us have another battle.
灰原さん、すごかったですよ。
Can you please stop with the shaking? Jesus Christ.
かっこよすぎます。竜宮さんにもしびれました。なんかこう、まあ見てるこっちまで熱くなるというか。
The classmates rushed towards us and praised us for showing them something that cool. Rena and I were finally released from the tension of battle and dropped to our knees. What the fuck? Did something fall on my fucking head? What the fuck? Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, that was weird. I'm sorry. Okay.
残念。決着をつけ損なったね。
I guess so.
まあな、次の機会を楽しみにしようぜ。
肩を貸してほしいな。
Why?
先に言うな。俺が借りようと思ったのに。
Wait, what? We both smiled at each other. It was the first time we ever hit it off like this.
それ
Oh?
はそうと。
うまいことやったよな。
うまいことって何がですの？みーちゃん、うまいこと言って今日の罰ゲームうやむやにする気だ。ぎく。
かっこつけときながら、保身第一ってあたりがミオンっぽい。逃げたぞ。図星かよ。わかりやすいやつだな。
The bell rang, a sign that class was over, while we all laughed at Mion. After that,
二人ともお疲れ様なのです。
thank you.
タオルをどうぞなのです。
Yes.
あ
Rika-chan held out a towel, a big smile on her face. However, Rena and I stepped back and pointed our water guns at her.
みー。もうみんなにいっぱいいっぱい撃たれましたのです。もう撃たれてると言っても誰も信じてくれないのですよ。
Rika-chan was soaking wet. Well, nobody believed her because she really could be that sneaky, pretending that she was hit in order to stay in the game.
普段が普段でございますものね。信じろというのが難しい相談でございましてよ。みんながいじめるのです。僕はもう一人ぼっちなのです。段ボール箱の中でミーミー泣いて、誰も拾ってくれないかわいそうな猫さんなのですよ。みー。
The sound came from Rena's head. I saw a circle of smoke coming out of it. Rena must have pictured Rika-chan meowing like a cat in a cardboard box. Ah, great.
リカちゃん捨ててあるよ、捨ててある。レナが拾うよ。お持ち帰り。
Rena, you're ruining how cool we looked earlier, you son of a bitch! Rena was back to her normal self and jumped on Rika-chan like a chameleon capturing its prey. Great, yeah. Rika-chan struggles to get away.
はーい、皆さん。早く教室に戻りなさい。
What? Chei-sensei clapped her hands and yelled at us from the window of the teacher's office.
行こうぜ、みんな。
Okay. Everyone exchanged smiles and ran back to the classroom. Get back to class, you little whippersnappers. Fantastic. Actually, a perfect place to pause the video here. Damn. I need to refresh myself. Tips acquired. Pleasant weather. Wait, what? No, wait. That was the end of the chapter? Wait, what? Holy fuck nuggets. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take this end of the chapter. Damn. Okay, that was actually a... Damn, okay. I guess on that note, I'll go ahead and end the video here. Damn. It's going to be a short one, isn't it? It's like only an hour and 15 minutes in? Damn, that was short. Maybe I was reading a little fast? I don't know. I did screw up a lot, though. I don't know. If you did enjoy, though, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Because I will be doing more Higurashi. And, on the side, I will be doing more Umineko as well. So look forward to that. Stay tuned. And everybody, please, as a reminder, stay sinful, folks.